Alrighty, great problem here. They ask us to perform the indicated operations and simplify. So the objective here is to factor each of these quadratic expressions, all four of these quadratic expressions, into two linear factors each, and then eventually we'll be able to cancel out a lot of factors on top and bottom. So I'm going to start with these two. If one is unfamiliar with factoring quadratic function or expressions, where there's a coefficient, a leading coefficient other than 1. So in this case, they have leading coefficients of 2. So starting with this one, the process I take is known as the slide method or slip and slide. That's how I learned it. So basically, we multiply the 2 to the back end, where the 20 is here. So we'll have x squared plus 13x plus 2 times 20, which is 40. So it just moves from the x squared to the 20 at the back. Now we just factor this like we would typically. So we're setting the x's there. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to 40 but add to 13. So that would be 8 and 5. Again, always multiply to the last number, add to the middle number. So now that we have this, we're not done. We now have to keep in mind that we multiplied by 2 from the start. So now we have to divide back out by that 2. Now, where dividing by 2 works out nicely, we want to simplify that nicely. So this becomes x plus 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And where it does not work out nicely, as in 5 over 2, the 2 will go out in front of the x and you'll leave the plus 5. So these are the two linear factors for this quadratic expression. Let's do the same thing here. Multiply the 2 to the 20, we get minus 40. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 40 but add to negative 3. So did I say that right? Multiply to negative 40 but add to negative 3. So we're looking for a minus 8 now and a plus 5. Minus 8, negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3, and negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. Don't forget to divide back out by that 2. Once again, x minus 4, the 8 over 2 makes the 4, and then the 2 goes in front of the x, and we have the plus 5. So now we have our two factors. So what did these match up to? So this one was this one. So we can fill in our factors here, x plus 4, 2x plus 5, and then this one was these factors here. So we have x minus 4 and 2x plus 5. Now we just have these last two expressions to factor. They're very similar. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 20 but add to negative 1. So that'd be a minus 5 and a plus 4. And then down here, two numbers that multiply to negative 20 but add to positive 1. So I think it'd just be the opposite. So negative 4 and positive 5. And that's it. Now, when you're multiplying two fractions or two quotients, you can really just think about it as one big fraction, one big quotient. So one big numerator, one big denominator. So anything that's repeated on top and bottom can cancel. So x minus 4, 2x plus 5, 2x plus 5, x plus 4, x plus 4, and I am left with x minus 5 and x plus 5. So our final answer is x minus 5 divided by x plus 5.